Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numerology and the energy for the new moon that's occurring on July 28th, 2022. First, we're going to take a look at the collective energy, which of course we are all a part of, and we will feel that energy. And then I'm going to break it down into each life path number. So this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, so I want to sort of focus on the illumination of the 1 and the 5. So collectively, those are influences that we'll be feeling the most pronounced. With the 1 energy, we are getting the invitation to be more assertive, not more aggressive, more assertive in going after what we want. There's a fire that's being lit beneath us to motivate us into action and not allowing fears of failure or not fitting in or whatever story we tell ourselves why we can't do something that's keeping us from achieving our goals and building towards our dreams. So this energy helps us to find our courage and our confidence to speak up and share our ideas and gifts, no matter how unconventional or misunderstood they may be. So with 1 energy, the idea or vision arrives, we take action to create that vision, and then we present the final product. If we try to get people to understand ahead of time, something new, something unique, we're sort of wasting our energy and resources trying to do that. Create it and then show people its magnificence. 1 energy doesn't wait for the acceptance or the approval. It makes things happen with or without approval from others. The key with this energy is to have a controlled burn. So big starts are great, but if you are building something, you need endurance, right? And sometimes 1 energy can be like that fire that's just combustible, and once it starts, it just spreads. And so it's really important for those of us feeling that energy, and especially if you're a life path 1, to sort of find ways to work with that energy so that it's not just burning up everything that you're touching or trying to work towards, right? Because you need the endurance. So pace yourself with this energy. Pay attention to the details and be really mindful of what you burn as you blaze this new trail. So with this 1 energy, think of new starts, independence, autonomy, big risks. This is a great time to take big risks. If with or without high stakes, right? I mean, you have to do what's best for you in your circumstances. I'm not advising you what to do, but the energy is supportive for taking those big risks, especially if it's something that keeps coming in for you and keeps like calling to you to take action on, right? This is a beautiful energy for that and for going for it. So this is also great energy for, think of like an unconventional approach. So finding a solution to something that hasn't been found before, right? And a lot of times the way to find a new solution is to think outside the box, is to think unconventionally. And so this energy, especially coupled with the 5 energy, is really promoting unconventional thinking and taking a new approach to something that we have been maybe gotten stagnant on how we've been approaching it or what we've been doing or whatever the case may be. But this is going to give us that motivation and that passion to, again, pick things back up, take an unconventional approach, see things differently, and maybe, again, approach things a little bit differently. Passion, perseverance, and perseverance against the odds is really highlighted with 1 energy. So you've got everything that you need as far as the supportive energy behind you to go after whatever it is that you've been wanting to go after and create whatever it is that you wanted to create, right? And so with such strong 5 energy present, we can then also expect abrupt change, major transformation, and perhaps some level of restlessness. So 5 energy is an energy that is so big that it wants to be constantly moving. It needs constant change. Like mundane, boring is not it's kind of like a polarity for 5 energy. And so there can sometimes be, because, in life, there are things that we need patience with. There are things that we need to take our time with. And so for 5 energy, that can create restlessness. And so it is very possible, especially combined with the 1 energy, that's this fire energy, that we can feel restless, especially around projects or situations that maybe haven't been moving as rapidly as we have wanted them to, or maybe around situations where we haven't seen the outcome or the gratification or instant gratification that maybe we've wanted. And so you can kind of feel a little bit of restlessness around that. Pay attention to where you're feeling the restlessness though, because if it's something where it's like, it's a situation in your life that's gotten so mundane and so routine, then that's your soul kind of saying, hey, let's shake it up a little bit. Let's do things a little bit differently. Let's add some more spice to this because, to reignite that passion, right? And again, especially coupled with 1 energy. So pay attention to where the restlessness is coming in. If it's strictly coming in around something where you're just sort of pissed off because it hasn't produced the results yet, then that could just mean that, hey, it just needs to take a little bit more time, right? Like just needs a little bit more time to cook. So, but if it's coming in around something that actually has gotten really stagnant or mundane, then maybe you need to take a look at that and see how you need to spice things up or change things up a little bit. So pay attention to that. So again, if anything has become stale, mundane, or energy depleting, if anything's sort of depleting your energy, then this illumination will bring the windstorm to sort of shift that energy in a big way. So with this, expect the unexpected, always with 5 energy. You may think you know how something was going to play out, and this energy sort of comes in and brings that game changer or the lightning bolt or the awakening that brings unexpected clarity and shifts your experience like 180 degrees. So this energy can absolutely keep us or catch us off guard, but it's working with us to work with that 1 energy to motivate us to make that change, to do something different, to see things differently, to ultimately enhance and up-level our lives in a good way, right? So whatever this highlights for us, whatever this 5 energy highlights for us, we can expect some level of shock or surprise and a change in direction. And again, this also goes for like on the global stage, like collectively as well. This is a universal energy that we're working with, this 5 and this 1. So of course, this is a general reading. So not everyone will sort of feel the energy the same way, but it is present, right? And it is there for us to work with. And again, it's collective. It's a universal energy. So we will see it in some way, shape, or form play out on a global stage. The 5 energy coupled with that of the 1 is sort of begging us to get out of our comfort zone, think big, take action, and to approach and do things we haven't thought of or done before. So some people may experience major shifts in various areas of their lives. This combination of the energies sort of helps us to better see what we are capable of when we no longer hide behind the mask of fear and insecurities. So this energy of the 1 and the 5 is limitless, confident, adaptable, and it knows its worth of contribution. So it's not sitting in a corner somewhere waiting for life to happen to it. It is going to, again, encourage us, entice us, motivate us to create the life that we want to live, right? So this is big, monumental energy that can support us in making massive shifts within our experience and awareness that can propel us more deeply into our own unique purpose and a heightened, more expansive, fulfilling, and aligned experience. So very powerful energies for this new moon. And with it being a new moon, again, new starts, new initiations, taking a big risk, all of these things, right? So incredibly powerful energy that we're working with. And I would say that we'll probably feel this sort of leading up to the new moon, so a few days before the 28th. And I would say that we'll probably feel this into August, until maybe even the full moon. So it's very, very possible because these are such big, ambitious energies that we're working with. Okay, let's take a look at each individual life path number now. Life Path 22s. So you all, for this illumination, could see major change or transformation around old or sort of worn out belief systems or mindsets. This could be an opportunity for major awareness and sort of awakening around your place in the world and your gifts and how you share those gifts. So again, if there's sort of like, again, like a mindset that has been really holding you back because of like self-doubt, or you telling yourself you can't do it, you're not worth it, you don't, blah, 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 whatever, insert here, right? This energy is really going to be helping you to see beyond that. It could bring in people into your experience, or situations that highlight for you, or that sort of push you beyond your own limitations, like your own perceived limitations, so that you can see like, oh, wow, I can do this. I am capable of this. Like, why did I keep holding myself back from this? So it's, again, sort of that taking the initiative, being more assertive, testing the waters to see like, or you can't swim and someone pushes you in the pool and you're sort of forced to swim, and then you see, oh, I can swim, right? Like, that's a little dramatic, but it's that kind of energy where it's like you might feel like you're being really sort of shoved outside of your comfort zone to be shown of what you're actually capable of. So sometimes, of course, in the moment that can feel kind of challenging, but it's ultimately for our higher good, because it expands us. It allows us to see beyond the confines that, of the wall that we've created for ourselves. And so I do think that this energy is potentially going to be bringing in some major change and transformation around that. So that, again, so anywhere where you've had like these major limiting belief systems, you're going to potentially be, you're going to feel some tension around that, to sort of find a way to release that tension by moving beyond it, right? And stepping outside the comfort zone in some way. So you might notice some major awareness and awakening coming in around that. And again, around like your place in the world. And so it's kind of like that energy, because y'all are 22s, like you have this master level energy that you're meant to step into. And I know that you feel it. It's like this bigger than life, bigger than you energy that you feel like you have to step into. And so it's kind of like this illumination for some of you. This is a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody, because not everybody is ready to sort of step into this yet, right? And that's okay. But for some of you, it's almost like you're on the precipice and you're like looking over the cliff and you're afraid of taking the leap because you're afraid you're going to like plummet. But it's like you're kind of being shoved at this point. And once you're shoved, you will immediately see that you're being caught, and you're capable of flying, right? Like you spread your wings and fly. So that's like this energy that you all are kind of potentially working with at this time, which is really, really incredibly powerful. But again, it's like, it's going to be uncomfortable. Like the push is going to be uncomfortable potentially. But once you get the push and you see what you're capable of, it opens up so many doors, right? Like it just creates so much more expansiveness in your experience. And so this energy is assisting and helping you to do that, to help you to be more assertive, to help you to go after things in a bigger, more expansive way, right? Because you're more than capable of doing that, especially with that 22 energy. And you're meant to in this lifetime. So again, it's like asking you to claim your seat at the table without apology, and to know that the ingredients that you're bringing to the table are needed for whatever it is that we're cooking up, right? So that's really, really, really important. And I do think that that's going to be coming in really, really strongly for you all, this illumination, or for many of you, right? And again, I think it's going to have you take a closer look at like your gifts and how you share those gifts with the world. There's also a very strong possibility or opportunity that may present itself to work with others at this time in a way that can have sort of a large scale impact in the lives of others now. So again, it's like, which is again so aligned with the 22 energy. It's like 22 fours would prefer, or a majority would prefer, to sort of work alone, work very independently, to do it all themselves, to take everything on, to just do it all themselves. But it's kind of like the 10 of Wands in tarot. It's like, it's that mindset of like, I'll just do it myself because I'm going to do it right and I can get it done quicker. But the reality is, it's like, you're not going to get it done quicker. You can't do it all yourself. I mean, you potentially could, but it's like, it just is so much more burdensome, and it just makes so much more sense. It's so much more expansive to share the load, to delegate, to ask for assistance, to get the resources to come in, that sort of thing. It just makes the project that much bigger. The expansiveness of it just grows immensely. And so with 22 energy, you are meant to do that anyway in this lifetime. So you may see, again, the opportunity present itself to collaborate with others at this time. And I would say, really take a look at that, because it has the potential to have a large scale impact in the lives of others and whatever it is that you're building. So very, very big energy for you all 22s at this illumination. And I do feel like for y'all, especially, this is going to be something that's you're going to feel this energy for a while, right? Like the people or the experience or whatever might come in under this illumination. But this is going to be something that can be very transformative for you for years to come. So, all right. I hope this was helpful, 22s. Thank you all so much for listening. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.